Hello everybody. It's me, Dolphin-san. I think Tails Nerdio's taking a shit right now, but I have a feeling he'll be back in a minute, and we'll get the stream started. He's been real lazy recently, which is why his chapter reactions always take forever. But don't tell him I said that. He'll get very mad at me, and probably deflate me. But I guess until he gets here, we could talk a little bit about me if you want. If you have questions for Dolphin-san. I prefer fresh water as opposed to salt water. I don't know what other dolphins like, but that's just me. My favorite kind of fish to eat is probably your mom's vagina. Oh, gotcha. That's just a little dolphin humor. Sorry about that. Uh-oh, I think he's done taking a shit. Don't tell him I said anything.
Alright, let's get started. Get the fuck out of here. Get this in a... Where do I put this? Put this right here. Alright. What up? Let me just position myself correctly here. I think this is a good spot. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Andreas, notice me, Dolphin-san. I got all the fresh water you need. I don't know... What are you guys talking about? I don't get it. Today's stream brought to you by Gekikan Sake. Unofficial sponsor. By unofficial, I mean they don't actually sponsor me. But I'd love that. Gekikan Sake, reach out to me. So, before I pop open that manga and start reading, I'm probably just want to cover a couple things. Just because, like, I have been taking a while to get chapters out. I want to be able to discuss it a little bit before I go into, like, the deeper thoughts and, you know, looking back at previous chapters, things like that, to really get, like, in-depth analysis. And I made a post on the, if you go to my channel and you go to the community tab, I've been posting a little bit there of updates. And what I'm doing, what I'm planning, what I'm thinking, things like that. So I did mention, you know, I asked like, hey, would you guys like me to do a live stream and then do an edited video later? And I just want to be clear that what I meant by that was do a live stream right now. I'm gonna read the chapter right now. I haven't looked at it at all. Haven't seen any scans yet. I'll give some of my thoughts as I'm reading it, things like that. Maybe once I'm done reading it, do some further analysis. But an actual, excuse me, I'm not going to, I think there was one person in that comment thread who thought I was just going to do everything right now, all of my analysis, and then edit this video later. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the live reaction up on the channel, and then we'll see. I still need to think about that. But I'm going to do the live reaction right now, and then I will go back to the chapter, reread, do more research, and then do a different edited video. So the actual chapter reactions that I normally do are not changing. It's just that before that video is ready, you get some of my initial thoughts that I'm going to do right now. if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense for everybody. So this is just bonus on top of what I normally do. The normal chapter reactions aren't changing. And what I think by doing this and talking it out with you guys and, just trying to gather my thoughts right now, doing the live stream will actually help me to get chapter reactions out sooner. I'm hoping that's what'll happen. Yo, that One Piece chapter was shit. Was expecting more out of that fight. F it, it's not as good as Hunter x Hunter, so we're here. What's good? Golden King. I haven't started reading yet. But I also have in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, I believe, is the page that I'm on, in case you would like to follow along with me. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to show the actual manga on the screen because there could be copyright issues with that. So I don't want to do that. What I might do is if I'm talking about a specific panel or something like that, I may screenshot it and then slide it onto the screen real quick. But I don't want to show the full page or anything like that. Just to protect myself from copyright. So, I'm not going to be looking at chat too much right now. I'm going to go through the chapter, mostly in case if you read it already, I don't want to be spoiled, because I'm very, spoiler sensitive. I like to just go in with my own expectations. Even when people say, man, this was an exciting chapter, to me, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to know that. I don't want to know if it was exciting, boring, dialogue-filled. I just want to, just have no expectations or just whatever I have come up with in my own mind. I bet next chapter is going to be exciting, and then go in and read the chapter, which is, that's just how I do. Anyways, I'm not going to be looking at chat right now. We're getting into the chapter. If you want to follow along, I have the page written down right here. So right now, I am on Manga Stream, page 1. Let's get into that live reaction. Okay. I'm extremely sorry to inform you that we cannot grant you an audience with His Royal Majesty. Okay, so we got Hulkenberg trying to get to the king. Please just wait until the next banquet. It's going to be too late by then. That's why I bothered coming here like this in the first place. So this is kind of what I was thinking in the last reaction, that he was going to get stopped, but I thought something was going to happen at this moment. He's not just going to go there and get turned away and then go back to his room. So let's see what happens. Well then, can you at least give my father this letter for me? Prince Hulkenberg is currently in negotiations with the guard by the gate of the VIP passage. I wonder if that was intentional or not, for 2 Vs to be there. So that was Benjamin's guard saying that. The most I can do is pass this letter along to the Grand Chamberlain, Sir Morishi? Though I still think it's best if you gave him the letter yourself at the banquet. Let it reach father is some dialogue they have on the side there, all sideways, which is why I cocked my head that way. I'll be back tomorrow with another letter. And until you let me meet father, I'll keep coming back day after day, again and again. Hulkenberg. Persistent. I really like Hulkenberg. I hope he ain't about to die. Oh, and by the way, chapter 365 called Determination. So it seems like it's talking about Hulkenberg right now. Page 2. This is why I put exact manga stream page, because page 2 is just the the manga stream who did the translations, who did the typesetting, thing like that. So now we're on, page 3 is some art. Kurapika arc. Now we're on art. Now we're on page 4 of Manga Stream. Alright, we are in Benjamin's quarters here. After being shot at, we're at a courtroom. After being shot at by the first prince's private guard Musée, second Prince Camilla then simply retaliated in self-defense. So this is her attorney speaking. Afterwards, she gave chase to the fleeing Musée, only to be met with the first prince's private guard, Yurikov, and the first queen's family guard, Wolf. When she ended up at gunpoint, she felt that her life was in danger, which is why she was forced to fire back. Therefore, this case comes down to a simple matter of justified self-defense. We demand the first prince and his personal guard hand over a Musée for the attempted assassination of the second prince. And we hereby indict the first prince himself as the one who ordered the assassination. And of course, you got Balsamico there. Objection. Spraying off 10 rounds at first Prince Benjamin, who himself was unarmed and not resisting, was clearly excessive. And furthermore, we are not sheltering Musée. Then we request a search of the first prince's residential quarters. So Musé's dead. Camilla crushed him with her nen and then drank his life force. So he's nowhere to be found, of course. They're not going to find him anywhere. Then we request a search of the first prince's residential quarters. Your Honor, we also request a search of the second prince's residential quarters, so Camilla's quarters. Very well, I shall put in a request for the royal army to search both quarters. But the royal army, isn't that Prince Benjamin's private guard? They're part of the royal army. Oh, that's the wrong drink. That's the wrong drink. Until we are able to confirm Musé's whereabouts, both princes shall be confined to the VVIP area and placed under surveillance. You may have your usual security detail attached to you, but when going outside, you will be under the observation of someone appointed by me, the judge. Court is adjourned. Now, the VVIP area was where the king is. So I'm wondering if they're going to get to meet up with the king. Or if he's going to be in the same general area. Okay, we're on page 5. Got Benjamin, Balsamico, Camilla walking away. Got a little stare down going. Unfortunately, she managed to evade arrest. It doesn't matter. Musé's owl sees through all. Ho ho ho. Got Benjamin using some nen with his eyeball right there. No matter where she may go or what she may do, I've got my eye on her. So Benjamin constantly spying on Camilla right now due to Musé's owl. Alright, so we're on the third day of the journey. It is 10:05 a.m. I forgot what time Kurapika does his training. Is it at noon? I kind of forget. Let's move on. Page 6. What the fuck? We got some dead bodies here. Kurapika with the third prince's guard, who has been helping him with security. 3 down, another still inside. Close the door to the living room and none of you move. Bill, close the door to the bedroom and don't open it until I'm there. It's the same culprit. Muhan was attacked the moment he entered the toilet. So it's possible for them to observe and give orders from afar. It must be a manipulator. And you have Muhan just all absorbed, you know, all his blood or whatever was absorbed by those snakes. Looks like silent majority has struck again. Which one was Muhan? I don't fucking remember. I gotta look that up real quick. Control F. Muhan. Oh! Muhan was the guy who was kind of being a jerk and stepping over the line. He's the 4th prince's guard, right? I think he was 4th prince. Private soldier of the 4th prince, yes. Prince, as a lot of people call him, Prince Terror Sandwich. Damn. Queen Oito. Again, is everything all right? Please stay here. The criminal is clearly targeting people who cannot use Nen. As long as you're with me, you'll be safe, says Bill. In the mere 10 seconds since we heard him scream, he'd completely dried up. With him being taken by surprise, he likely had no means of resisting at all without access to Nen. It's gone. I don't see it anywhere. It shouldn't be so small that it could escape through the vents. The user most likely released his Nen. More importantly, we need to give an explanation in the living room. Damn, bro. About what? About what? About what just happened? In this situation, it wouldn't be strange at all for people to think we might be involved with what happened here, since everything that has happened until now has seemingly happened to our benefit, especially Muhan, who just had an altercation with the other day, who I just had an altercation with. My bad. So Kurapika's worried. He wants to explain. Why would Zhang Lei's guard, who's helping him, whose name I also forget. Yes, I before I do my chapter reactions, I look up a ton of stuff because I forget people's names. I may seem like I have it all together, but I totally forget a ton of stuff, or just especially people's names at a point like this. Where the hell is he? His name is Sakata. Sakata. Alright, so Sakata is saying, what do we got to explain? What do you think you got to explain? There's a dead body in the bathroom. This settles it. This whole lectures and information about Nen is just a bunch of sweet talk. Oh, I forgot to change the page. We're on page 7 now. It's just a bunch of sweet talk to lure us all in. And then they plot to kill us off one by one. Oh, people getting suspicious. I thought it sounded too good to be true from the get-go. So it was all a lie. Please wait. Everything I said about Nen is true. This is by no means a conspiracy on our part. You're planning to continue the lessons and slowly whittle through our numbers. And if your classes do end, then you'll just sweep it all under the rug and pretend you had nothing to do with it. We need to call the Royal Army immediately. It's obvious which of us the judge will side with on this matter, after all. Ruh-roh. Es no bueno. So the people objecting are Satobi, who is Queen Duazel's, the second queen's guard. And who's the other guy? The other guy, what does he look like? That dude is that Moar? Maor? Second lieutenant in the Royal Army, captain of the guards of Prince Tubepa. Is that him? It looks like him. Okay. I just want to make sure that they weren't on the same, like, team, you know, with the same queen or the same prince. So you have someone from Tubepa's place and someone from I forgot already. Someone from Tubepa and someone from the second queen who are arguing with Kurapika. Kurapika thinks it's true. Their side is much more logical and they have more than enough circumstantial evidence. Even with royal privilege, this is a worst-case scenario. At this rate, we could all be arrested along with the queen and the prince. Arrest the baby! We can't allow them to call the Royal Army like this. I have to convince them to continue the lecture somehow. Excuse me, if I may say something, which is the 13th Prince's guard. Sorry, yes, the 13th Prince. The hell is his name? Berarante. Berarante. You know, the guy who was in the thumbnail of the last video. Raises his hand. He's speaking up. He's got some shit to say. What is he going to say? We're going to page 8. I know I'm going real slow. We're going to page 8. And I haven't looked at the chat. I don't even know if all of you have left yet. So I'm sorry. So he says, coming into the enemy's territory and then going to the bathroom. Don't you think that was far too careless? A good point there, Bararante. Everyone's just looking around at each other. The first incident with Baragon was certainly an ambush, but I think this incident here was simple negligence. And, you know, since this is Mariam's guard speaking up, Baragon was also Mariam's guard. So the fact that he's defending Kurapika right now, they are more likely to believe him because he's like, hey, look, my own partner here died in this room, ambushed. But even I'm not dumb enough to go take a shit in my enemy's bathroom, is basically what he's saying right now. Defending Kurapika. So I have a feeling people will listen to him because he's been affected by the incidents already. Know what I mean? First off, the lecture only lasts 2 to 3 hours. For that period, it's not too much for us to be by-the-book security guards and be alert and vigilant, is it? We've already split up into 3 groups, so if each of us looks out for one another and acts together, there's no way this type of attack will be able to work on us, right? Ooh, Kurapika, at a loss for words. I've heard what you have to say, but unfortunately, we do not fully trust you members of the Hunter Association at face value. Oh. There are rumors that you have infiltrated the succession contest to try to worm your way into the inner circles of Kaken. And you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. Not exactly. Where there's smoke, there's fire? That's not true. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? It's not always true. I'm back. Ugh, that wasn't worth the joke. You see, when you vape, you're not supposed to talk. I don't know how any other people do it, but if I try to talk when I'm vaping, that's what happens. I deserved that, okay? But I did that for you guys to make a cheesy-ass joke. And I know someone's probably saying, well, technically, Tales of Nerdia, that's not smoke, it's a vapor. I know, all right? Back off. God damn it. Anyways, let's continue. I see. So what you're saying is that apart from being a battle amongst the princes, this succession war is also a battle amongst those employed by it to vie for position. Wow, well done on that. Sensing a little sarcasm there. Don't know if that's a translation or whatever. But Berarante giving some sass. That holds absolutely no interest or relation to us hunters. We hunters work to our fullest ability to complete our current job, and once it's done, we move on to the next. Second Queen's Guard argues, as far as this Nen training is concerned, your job is over already, isn't it? You already know about Nen. Now that Baragon is dead, what reason do you have to still be here? Bararante says. Gathering information on the other prince's defenses is a very vital task. Besides, I'm under the Queen's orders. Can you even hear what you're saying anymore? Spouting off random claims without even thinking them all the way through like that? Not one of us humble servants, loyally carrying out our Queen and Prince's orders, is raising up a fuss and trying to quit on our jobs. So if you want to quit so badly, then why don't you just quit on your own? Stop trying to take everyone else with you. Oh, that's sass. I like it. I like it. Excuse me. If you want to call the royal army, then just request them to come and collect the body. But if all you plan... Alright, guys. I'm not good at reading. Quit judging me. If you all plan to indict 8th Queen Oito and her bodyguards, then I'll indict everyone here of the same thing. God damn. If these lectures stop, then we'll fail our missions. The criminal will have escaped, and we'll lose our chances to possibly do something useful. Coming in clutch right now. As long as there are people that want to continue, I believe the lectures should proceed as scheduled. But the ones that will decide are you. The choice is yours, and yours alone. Anyone understand that reference? Please, someone understand that reference. Where's the chat? I'll peek at the chat right now. If anyone spoils shit for me, I'm gonna be real mad. Page 9, bro. ... Oh, fuck, you're right. I'm sorry. God dang it. Good looking out. Good looking out. I'm glad I checked chat. Awesome Ninja knows the reference. Hell yeah. Hashtag spoiler. 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 Andreas with the hashtag spoiler. Page 10, bro. I'm about to get to page 10. Alright, we're going to page 10. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure at least one person understood my Legend of the Hidden Temple reference. Alright? That show was amazing. I wanted to... my voice cracked. I wanted to be on the purple parrots. Alright? I love the color purple. Page 10. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Page 10. Halfway through? Ooh, 23 pages. But the last few are usually like pictures and stuff. Velarente, come here a moment, says Kurapika. Ooh, the other guards are suspicious. They're looking at him. You sure this is going to be okay? They're going to suspect us anyway. It doesn't matter. Kurapika says, thanks to you, we'll be able to continue with the lectures. I'm grateful. No need to thank me. Besides, there's something I need your help with as well. Meh? Says Kurapika. Can I borrow Bill for about 10 minutes? Oh no. I don't like this at all. Oh no. Bill. There's been so many characters that have been introduced that have a lot of depth to them, and or just like there's so many characters that you think are just fodder. They're filler characters. There's so many damn guards, so many princes, so many queens. There's so many characters in this arc. I didn't expect to care about very many of them, and I thought that the focus would be Kurapika, Leorio, the Zodiac, and, Jing, fucking Beyond, and so many other characters, but there's so many guards that I really like, I was really pissed at Verge. I thought he was annoying as shit, and then, boom, Togashi tricked me. He was like, oh, but he likes buff women. He likes Bisque for who she really is. And that got to me. Then we got Bill. Bill's the MVP, all right? He's teaming up with Kurapika. They took down Vincent, all right? He was blocking Vincent's bullets with his arm. I don't want Bill to die right now. I'm a little nervous. I know if he doesn't, if nothing bad happens right now, you guys are like, come on, just get to the next fucking page. I get it. I understand. But I just wanted to say, Theta, number one, she's short, all right? You seen her compared to that other guard that Theta was with? Compared to the 14th prince? Sorry, the 4th prince, Terror Sandwich? I really like Theta. Theta is bae. So many characters I care about in this arc. I hope nothing happens to Bill right now. Alright, and then we got that nice little scene of the whale. Just floating along. Page 11. Here we go. I see. What? I see. It's worth a shot. Yes, it may be a one-sided communication, but I thought I might be able to give information to them in room 1013 this way. I didn't miss anything, did I? No. Okay. So I guess he's explaining something off screen and we don't get to see it? Because after he asks for Bill, Kurapika's next thing is, I see, it's worth a shot. Interesting. Why won't you show me, Togashi? Yes, it may be one-sided communication, but I thought I might be able to give information to them in room 1013 this way. But if I stood in the front of the door by myself, it wouldn't be good, would I? Would it? Sorry. I'd stand out like a sore thumb. So then you want to pretend to be talking to Bill... there while you're giving information through the door. Hey, that's smart. That's good thinking. Hanzo has returned to the room, but due to special circumstances, I don't know if I'm able to return myself. Isn't the 13th Prince Mariam's Nen Beast inside the empty room? So I've heard. If the need arises, I'll try making contact with it. But for now, I'd like to prioritize this dimension. I want to buy as much time as possible to save as many princes as I can. And for that, I need the lectures to continue as well. That's why I'm staying here. Huh. 10 minutes, right? Thank you. I don't know how I feel about this. That... Verarente also feels the need to save as many princes as possible. I want to buy as much time as possible to save as many princes as possible. Why is he so invested in doing that? Of course he'd want to protect Mariam. That's who he took a job from. Or at least the queen, his mom. I forget if he was originally with Momose or if he's with Mariam, but why does he want to save all the other princes? Interesting. Oh, Windows can't install updates because it's trying to update the printer that I fucking uninstalled already. God damn it. Link phone? Link your phone and PC? No, fuck you. Go away, Windows. God dang it. Alright, we're on page 12. So we already saw him in front of the door on page 11. At the bottom of page 11. Looks like he's talking with Bill. Another guard walks by. Not so suspicious. Page 12. We're in room 1010. Cacho's room. Melody, come here a second. Yes, ma'am. Help me with my studies. Huh? What? You gonna say it's pointless since I'm gonna die anyways? No, not at all. It's fine. I know best of all just how true it is. But I'm a bit of a contrarian, so I always get motivated in situations like this. You're the next youngest in this room after me, which means you're the closest to being a fellow student, right? Beep, 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 beep. What is that? Melody thinks, this sound. Is it a mosquito? No. She's sending Morse code! I keep looking at OBS, not the camera. Camera? OBS. Camera? OBS. Maybe if I move OBS up over here. Still a little off. Let's move the text thing over there. Anyways. Motherfucking Cacho sending Morse code. What is she tapping? Click, click. She's got something in her hand. Studying wasn't exactly my strongest suit, but I guess I'd have to say Music? What? Are you trying to pick a fight with me? Does it look like I called you over here to study music? Never mind, I'll do it myself. Get out of here. Go. I'm sorry. Pardon me. Fuck. I went to page 13. Look, guys, this is my first time doing this live stream shit. Reading a chapter reaction, alright? Give me a break. Stop yelling at me. Fuck. Cacho says, kitchen, cupboard, bottom left corner, deep inside. Ooh. Melody nods. Cacho's smart. I like that. That's nice. And Melody did offer to explain to her about Nen. How much did she actually explain? Or did Cacho just catch on and understand that... I'm kind of like clicking through a chapter right now, one of the previous chapters. But seems like Cacho believed her, understood her powers. Here it is. That magic worm. Okay, and then Fugetsu pops up, and Melody's like, oh my god, her heart rate jumped. And then she comes to help, and then Cacho's like, get fucked. And then she's like, Your Highness, 10th Prince Cacho, would it be alright if I explained to you in detail about Nen? And then we don't see Cacho again. Sorry. Yes, Cacho. So, it looks like Melody explained to her about Nen. Cacho understands her power. And that's how she used Morse code. Cacho's smart. Cacho's smart. Alright, so Melody leaves. We're going to page 14. She's got a little clicker thing. Adults can't hear it. Speak in secret using mosquito sounds. She really thought this through. All in order to survive. I will save her, no matter what. God, Melody. Fucking love Melody, man. Such a good character. And her dedication to this job right now. Yeah, I think there, is that true that there are sounds that, like, higher pitched sounds that kids can hear and adults can't? Is that true? I mean, obviously I know, like, a dog whistle, dogs can hear higher pitched sounds that people can't. But it looks like she wants to use this. She wants Melody to use this to communicate with her. Let's go to page 15. Alright, we're with Zhang Lei, the third prince. Another one dropped out of the sky this morning, and it looks like the same exact kind of coin. At a glance, there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary at all with them. But assuming these were created by the Nen Beast, with your experience, what kind of effect or ability would you suppose they have? For conjured objects, they are generally broken down into two broad categories of effects. The first is producing an effect that works the same as a real tool or weapon. The other is a supernatural effect that would only be possible through Nen. As far as my research has gone, there exists no objects with the same design. Therefore, it is not the former, which means it is likely a kind of catalyst that produces supernatural effects. Well, there's a little, like, spelling error there. Upon fulfilling certain conditions. Third Prince Zhang Lei's spirit beast. Oh. Well, first he says, so in other words, you don't know anything about it either. Now we get that info, though, from Togashi. Third Prince Zhang Lei's spirit beast. A composite conjurer type ability that activates multiple abilities upon satisfying multiple conditions. When the owner of the coin satisfies the conditions, multiple abilities shall be invoked. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I mean, I get the explanation, but tell me the ability, man. when the owner of the coin... So if Zhang Lei holds on to all of them... Oh! What's his name? Benjamin's guard, who's sitting there right now, took one of the coins, right? I think it was him who took one of the coins and didn't tell Zhang Lei about it. Oh, shit! I'm on one of the previous chapters. A coin suddenly fell out of thin air before our eyes. Indeed, a coin did appear midair, out of the mouth, blah, 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 and the coin appeared yesterday as well, though no one else noticed apart from myself. So he has the other coin, and it's in his pocket. It shows a little aura right there by his pocket. Oh, shit. So, but he knows Nen. He has to understand the consequences, the possible negative aspects of holding on to that coin, I would think. Oh, we're back to Fugetsu. I predicted Fugetsu is the next to die. I hope she doesn't. We're on page 16. We're almost done, guys. 4th day, Wednesday, late night. The door appears again. It appeared. I get it now. This magic only works once a day. Now that I think about it, I was pretty wiped out when I came back from the tunnel yesterday. Oh, alright, so I guess I was completely wrong. I thought it might be Kacho's ability because Kacho wasn't too surprised that Fugetsu showed up, and Fugetsu wasn't able to invoke this power again. But if it's only a once-a-day thing, alright, interesting. Similar to Zhang Lei's Nen Beast that we just found out about. A composite conjurer type ability that activates multiple abilities upon satisfying multiple conditions. When the owner of the coin satisfies the conditions. Yeah. It doesn't specifically say once a day, but a coin has been appearing once a day. Where should I try going today? I got lucky that Kachan appeared to be on her bed yesterday, but if one of her bodyguards had seen me, that would have been bad news. And more importantly, can I really go anywhere with this? If perhaps it can even take me off this boat, then I can go together with Kachin. Oh boy. Oh, here comes that dialogue. Here comes that dialogue. I need to investigate this further. First, I need to find out if my theory is right and I can really only use it once a day. And if so, can I use it again as soon as the day changes, or does it need to be 24 hours? Ah, good thinking, Fugetsu. She's not as helpless as I thought. I thought that I had assumed so far that she relied on her sister for a lot of things. Kacho seemed to be like the boss of the two. And, just because she's been lying in bed and looking at pictures of her sister, I thought she was kind of helpless. Apparently, she's pretty smart. How far can I travel with it? How many people can I take? Does a door appear in the location it takes me to? Is it possible to have the place you come back? Is it possible to have the place you come back to be different from the place you left from? Once the door appears, how long will it stay around without you using it? Once I leave the door, I don't even know if I'll be able to get back where I came from. Can I turn back halfway once I've entered the tunnel? Can I change my destination while I'm on the way there? There's so many things I need to figure out still. God damn. This is like not just Fugetsu talking it out. It's like this just shows how much Togashi thinks about when he's creating abilities too. I can't waste even one single chance. I need to carefully think this through to get the most efficient use of my investigations. First off, I'll confirm if I can enter back through the exit, and if it's possible to change the location of the entrance from the exit side. If the worst should happen and I'm not able to return, I'll see the exit to this room just to be sure. I'll set the exit to this room just to be sure for now. The place I want to go is right next to the entrance. She points. The door isn't appearing. It's not opening. Its appearance hasn't changed at all. Could it be a one-way street from the entrance? Or maybe the exit appears as soon as I open the entrance. Let the investigation commence. With my magic, I will save Kachin. Greek. Page 18. Here we go. I have a feeling we're almost done. Page 18. Oh God. I see the fourth prince. Room 4. Muhan was killed? Yes. The killer was a Nen user. The assassin was likely one of the 21 people in room 1014. So far the killings have been only carried out during the lectures, but we can't say if it is one of Prince Woble's people or someone else. Should I still continue participating in the lectures? Fourth Prince says, what do you think? If someone without the ability to use Nen is targeted, they're as good as dead, though there are ways to avoid being targeted in the first place. Prince Woble's side has claimed that they can teach Nen in 2 weeks, so I think regardless if that's true or not, we should continue until then. I see. This is just my impression of him, but I don't think their bodyguard's leader, Kurapika, is lying. The Hunters Association's members' goals are to guard the princes until we reach the new continent. In other words, they want to do all they can to prevent the assassinations until then. Therefore, it is likely enough to believe they are trying to create a stalemate by leveling the playing field and teaching everyone Nen. Very smart. For the most part, I agree. Are you prepared then, if you choose to continue? What do you mean? Page 19. There's a Nen user with the type of ability that can control people, right? This act of teaching may be a condition for activating that variability. Theta, thinking to herself, how terrifying. One of the most important skills to have in a Nen battle is the ability to be able to control, or the ability to be able to consider every single possibility. And he's already doing it with more speed and depth than I can. Zook. Zook? Is that the onomatopoeia there? It looks like Zook. Zuki. What the fuck is that? This wound is also probably one of the required conditions for the prince's Nen beast. Oh shit. Prince's Nen beast attacked her. Yeah, she's got a bandage on her face. I didn't even notice that. That was the coaster falling off the bottom of this. But yeah, I was going to say the same thing as Theta was thinking. He's already analyzing Nen at such a high level, and he's still not really doing much with it. But just his understanding, genius level. If you do intend to continue, then on the last day of training, when you come back here, regardless if the Nen training was real or not, you will need to bring a gift to prove you are innocent and still of sound mind. Interesting. Understood. I will continue. Is he talking about maybe killing someone? Bringing them back with him? Killing Kurapika? Killing Bill? The prince? Queen Oito? We shall see. Page 20. Here we go. He starts to walk away. Fourth prince. Got a nice aura around his hand. Theta's thinking. Just 11 days left. There's still enough time to teach the prince Zetsu. Theta, Yes, sir? I should be ready now, no? For that water divination thing? Ooh. Not yet. If you fill your head with needless information, it could be counterproductive. Of course, it's always best to find out as soon as possible. Come on, my talent is seriously sick, isn't it? Manga Stream taking that, taking their translations, in an interesting direction. It's fine. You don't need to hold my hand the whole way like that. Let's just take the shortest route. If you know your opponent's type, then it's easier to prepare countermeasures, she thinks to herself. Fine, but I did warn you, says Theta. Oh boy. Oh boy. Page 21. What the fuck? Yo, what did he do to this water? Ah, this reeks. What the hell is this? So he's either a transmuter or a specialist. Because a transmuter, like with Killua, he changed the taste of the water. It became sweet. I've never seen anything like this before, says Theta. A specialist? And a seriously sinister one looking, or a seriously sinister looking one at that. Everything about this man is completely out of the norm. Oh my god. Oh boy, and that's the end of the chapter. What a chapter. Let's just click through real fast. We have so much going on here. So much going on. I'll pull up the chat too, so I can talk with you guys in a second. Brian, transmuters only change the taste? Oh. Huh. I didn't know that. I thought they changed the substance of the water, so whether it be the taste, whether it be the color. That was my understanding of it. The water boiled too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You guys are right. You're right. You're right. Let's go back to the beginning of the chapter. We followed a lot of parties here. We got Prince Mariam. Nope. Sorry, I went to the wrong chapter. Back. Page 1. Ooh, I like this art at the end. So, Hulkenberg was turned away, right? Color is emitter? God damn. I gotta look back at the fucking divination test. I'm telling you guys, that's why it takes me so long sometimes to come out with a... Holy shit, we have over 100 people watching the stream? Damn! Yo, it took me an hour to read that. Well, I bullshitted for 20 minutes. But I think this is most people I've had watching the stream. Exciting stuff. But yeah, so this is why it takes me so long to do a chapter reaction. Because, I don't have the best memory in the world. I constantly have to double check myself. Alright, so we saw Hulkenberg get turned away. He wanted to give a message to the prince, or I'm sorry, to the king. Then we went to court with Benjamin and Camilla. Basically, not enough evidence. It's a he said, she said. So the judge says basically you both have to go to the VVIP area. Oh shit. Solar Flare with a $10 donation, man, or a $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Thanks for reading me a bedtime story. I try my best. I do try my best, you know? Thank you a lot for the super chat. So we got Benjamin and Camilla, not enough evidence. You both have to go to the VVIP area. And, they're going to be under surveillance for a while. They leave, but Benjamin is like, I'm still spying on you, bitch. Then we got another murder during Kurapika's training. Fucking Verarente is relaying information to Mariam, his room, with the help of Bill, because he defended Kurapika when all the other guards are trying to stick up and be like, hey man, we're going to call the Royal Guard on you. This is suspicious as hell. Also, if you joined in the beginning, I'm drinking sake, so things are going to get a little weird. Not weird, but, you know, just know that I'm not like my normal self. Velarente coming in clutch, defending Kurapika, asks for a favor. Let me get Bill so I can pretend to talk to him as I relay information to the 13th Prince's room. Kurapika like, yeah, that's cool. Then we went to Kacho, relaying information to Melody through Morse code, gives her a little clicker. That way, her and Melody could communicate in secret. Damn. Then you got a tiny bit of information on Zhang Lei's ability. Just a little bit. Just a little peek. Not a lot. Just a little peek at Zhang Lei's stuff. But basically, whoever holds the coins... Oh, shit! Got another $10 from K Manga. Thanks for breaking the chapter down. No problem, man. I'm trying my best, you know? And, you know, I'm not going to get super in-depth tonight. But I'm trying. And, of course, edited video. Gonna be out later. Fran, message retracted. What you doing, man? You saying some crazy shit, Fran? Madaraki? What you doing? Spelling error? I don't know. Just playing. Snake Charmer. Snake Charmer, I know I've seen you on some of my other streams. Thanks for coming back. You're drinking that Terror Sandwich Water Divination Juice. Oh, snap. Andreas, I saw that before you retracted it. I saw you call me a poop. I don't appreciate that. I saw that, though. You can't trick me. So then we got, after that, then we got Mother Fugetsu. I almost said Sugetsu. What's Sugetsu? Why did that pop in my head? Am I thinking of... That sounds like a Bleach attack. Sugetsu? Sugetsa? Is that? Sugetsu? That's fine. You have a short memory, man. You have a high IQ and top-notch analysis, in my opinion. You have very good insights and breakdowns of Hunter x Hunter. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. I try my best, you know. But you got fucking Fugetsu here. Sugetsu is the water dude from Naruto. Sugetsu. Yes, I like him. And Fugetsu's like super analytical here. Like, hey, I need to test out this power. It's clearly working again. Here are all the different variables that could affect my power. That's pretty dope. Then we got Fourth Prince. And I saw a couple of you commenting that, you know, clearly he was going to be a specialist. He learned very fast. And that makes a lot of sense. I did misinterpret. I forgot how the water divination works. And I thought he's either transmuter or specialist. But yeah, I think we were all pretty much thinking he was going to be a specialist. God dang. And we found out, this is important, because we did not see this on screen. The fact that Theta was injured. Excuse me, shit. Theta was injured by the Fourth Prince's Nen Beast. Why? Why was she injured? I keep looking down at chat to talk to you. I need to look at the webcam This isn't my first rodeo. This isn't my first live stream. I should have learned by now. But I haven't. I think it actually has been a while since I live streamed, like, talking to people instead of, like, gaming. By the way, while I got you guys here, you know, while I have 102 people watching, you know, let me just pimp out, in case you didn't know, all right? Your boy is on Twitch. Haven't streamed a lot. Does that link actually work that I posted? Sure does. But, you know, go ahead and throw me a follow on Twitch if you just want to hang out and watch me do some video game shit. And while I'm gaming, if you want to ask me Hunter x Hunter questions, I'm down. But anyways, I digress. You don't got to subscribe on Twitch. You could just throw me a follow, you know? Why did Theta get injured by the fourth Princess Nenbeast? Why? Is it because she's been telling some half-truths recently? Deceiving the prince? That is a weird looking... Where is that? I clearly see the mouth of the Nenbeast with the teeth. But it looks like that thing, that little needle pincer thing is like coming out of its nose. Or is that what comes out of the tongue of the head within the head? The little tongue. We didn't see that before. It didn't look like that, I don't think. Understood. I will continue. Damn, man. Looking at... Oh, this reeks. What the hell is this? Looking at that cup and what he is doing to that cup. Fuck. This dude is dangerous. So maybe Terror Sandwich could boil people's skin. What was that noise? What the hell? Did you guys hear that too? That noise just came from my computer. It's not a super chat, because that didn't make a noise. What is that? What is happening right now? Is that my Twitch? I have too many tabs up. What the fuck is happening? Why is that beeping? Are you guys hearing that? Maybe it's Twitch. I don't understand. What's going on? That noise is how horror flicks start? Alright, there's nobody behind me, so that's good. Maybe I need to go to my alert box on Steam. Log in with Twitch. The noise is Togashi hitting you up. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Got a couple follows on that Twitch. But why is it giving me alerts for that? Oh, maybe because I was actually logged into my own Twitch account at the time. Yeah, it's definitely Twitch, though. Yeah, you're right. It's Twitch. Fran says it's the FBI. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, man, you know? I wouldn't be surprised. The FBI be after me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I use Tales of Nerdia and not my real name. I can't let them find me. Damn, man. Look at this water. Let me get a screenshot. Let me just screenshot. Let me just get a little... Let me get a little screenshot here. Let's see if I can figure out OBS and get this screenshot on screen. What the fuck? Oh, it's because I have my dashboard up now. Or maybe I guess I could just turn my volume off on my speakers. There we go. Alright, so we can get rid of this Word document here. We can get rid... Or actually, let's just do this. Look at that water. Whoa, I moved myself. I meant to move this. Look at it. It's boiling. It's boiling. It's overflowing as well. I mean, probably because it's bubbling and shit. It looks hot. Real hot. Got the steam coming off of it. Dark colors within it. Jesus. I've never seen anything like this before. A specialist. And a seriously sinister one at that. Oh, boy. There's really a lot to this chapter. I am surprised. So, I was wrong. I was wrong on several things. Number one, it seems like the doorway is opened by Fugetsu and not Kacho. Number two, looks like Hulkenberg just went to see the king and nothing bad happened. He got turned away and he just said, I'm going to bring a letter every day. Ooh, maybe that will intimidate them if I bring a letter. A really strongly worded letter. Ooh. So I was wrong on a couple things, you know. I'm like slowly sinking in my chair. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I got this pillow behind me, you know, because I'm old and I got a bad back. I'm also sitting on a Tempur-Pedic pillow. Because this chair is so uncomfortable, it hurts my butt. Anyways, what were we talking about? Hunter x Hunter, that's right. Let's get back to the chat. Here's what's going down. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. All right, here's what's going down. Let me pop open OBS. I don't know if this is going to work. Shows a black screen. All right, so it shows a black screen. I got to go to the bathroom. You know, I've been drinking. That's what happens when you be drinking. I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to be right back. And then I'm going to talk to you guys for a little bit. All right? I'm going to actually pay attention to the chat and focus on you guys for a bit. Hopefully you don't hear me taking a piss right now. I'm also going to fill this up a little bit. A little bit. Not a lot. Okay? I'm not trying to get crunk tonight. I'm just trying to have a good time. Okay? I'll be right back. Potty first, then I'm going to bring the sake here. Let's mute. Alright, we back. Sponsored by Gekikan Sake. Dang, like 10 people left. Just because I gotta take a piss. You know? It's like a guy can't catch a break. I gotta, like, wear diapers on the stream so nobody leaves. What the shit? Tay Awesome Ninja. This stream brought to you by Gekkan Sake. We make Chris need to take bets. That's true. Alright, just a little bit. Alright? Just a little bit. We're not full. We're not going a full 8 ounces here, alright? Yo, check out BB-chan next on the corner. Check out BB-chan next on the corner. What? What does that mean? I'm a little confused. BB-chan next on the corner. Eh? Okay? BB-chan. Where can I put this? There's no good place to put this right now. Really, I should just put it back in the fridge. Did you notice that that guy, Mr. L, who followed us both and a lot of other analysis and anime YouTubers today? No, I didn't. I did not notice that. Mr. L. Let's see. Let's go check Twitter, guys. I'll probably talk about the chapter a little bit more, but now I'm just kind of like goofing off. Mr. L. Notifications. Let's see. Who followed me today? Hisarame followed you. I don't see any followers. I don't know. What if Fourth Prince... Oh my god, I'm like spitting on myself. Jesus Christ. Get it together, Tales of Nerdia. Shit! Scrolling up a little bit. Did you notice... Okay, yeah, I read that. Do one of your Hisoka figures have a glowing crotch? No, there is one that has the glowing crotch, and I want to get it so bad. You could see over my shoulder, I think right here, there's a Hisoka figure. Oh, Jesus. Almost broke my arm. We got this one, and then we have the exact same one that is not in his bloodlust state right there. But those are the only two I have. I really want the one whose crotch lights up. Really bad. And I'll put it in my bathroom, and I'll use it as a nightlight when I gotta go potty in the middle of the night. Yep, read that. Alcohol is not good, man, says Anderson. I disagree. If in moderation, no big deal. There's also studies that show 1 glass a night actually good for you. As long as you don't abuse it, it's all good. What if Fourth Prince, one of the Nen geniuses, because we never see Nen geniuses train before. That's true. Most of the geniuses that have been talked about before are people who don't even realize that they're using Nen, though. Whereas he's pretty much like a genius who is being taught Nen. He is a genius. He's a genius in the sense that he learns quickly and is able to analyze well. Sorry, I'm like adjusting, getting comfortable here. But the other geniuses are just like they are. Instead of genius, I think a natural would be more a better term for those people. Komugi, fucking, what's the guy who does the forgery stuff? You got Neon. Yes, Neon is one of them. Who's the dude? Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't remember his name. The guy who forged all that art, and he helped Killua and Gon sell a bunch of stuff and whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Those are like the big three. Some people put Nanika / Aluka in that group, but I think that's a different case. Benny Delon, Benny, who made Ben's knives, he might be considered a natural or a genius. Your vacuum looks like Shizuku's Hatsu on the corner of your screen. That is actually my steamer. So I use that to unwrinkle my clothes. I tell you what, a steamer is 5,000 times better than an iron. So much better. I love having a steamer. I'm going to skip to the bottom. The auction dude. Zepile. Yes. Thank you. The Blitzstar. Thank you. Eyebrows, dude. Krollo's Ben's knife was sexy. Yes, I agree. If I skipped your question, you can ask it again. Don't be afraid to ask it again. I just like to keep up with live chat. Because when I ask questions like, what the fuck was that guy's name? I want to be able to see responses, you know? Abong Pai, today is Hunter x Hunter's 20th anniversary / Leorio's birthday. Motherfucking Leorio, happy birthday! Paladin night. I did see on Twitter a lot of people posting stuff for the 20th anniversary. I need to look at and see if there's a translation for Togashi's interview. I guess there was an interview in the newest Shonen Jump, or possibly the next one. I didn't double check the date, but I will be looking for that this weekend to see if there is an English translation, because there was recently an interview with Togashi. And I will do an interview on, or an interview. I will do a video on that interview. I tagged you on that Mr. L guy. They're pretty interesting, and they are probably someone I know, but they won't tell me who they are. I see the original post. I did pull it up here. Every single anti-tuber can do better. It all depends on them realizing what they're good at and listening to the right advice and ignoring shit criticism. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, every artist, if you consider what YouTubers do art, you know, everyone can do better. I know that there are a ton of things I could do better at, such as my editing. I learned the very basics, or I pretty much maxed out iMovie because I have a MacBook. I recently built a PC. I have Adobe Premiere Suite, and it's much more difficult than iMovie. It's not too difficult, though, but if I want to do a quick chapter reaction, I still am using my MacBook and still using iMovie. My editing can use a lot of work. I don't edit my audio a lot. Could use a lot of work on that. My writing is not fantastic. It is getting better. I could definitely tell it's getting better. I could use a lot of work on that, though, still. The biggest thing I need to work on is actually reading my scripts, because I hate recording myself and practicing a script. I really need to work on that, because just like it doesn't sound natural when I read a script, and when I watch my older videos, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, as much as I get a lot of love from you guys in the comments and things like that, I understand that there's things I could work on. So, overall, this at AnyTube Critic, Yeah, I mean, I think he's right. Just based on this one tweet. I haven't looked at his other tweets. Oh, I do see that. Yeah, he follows me. 95% of arguments against good YouTube videos are full of irrelevance, stupidity, and straw men. So why do I spend my time there? 'Tis my curse, my eternal curse. Interesting. Ah, I see who he follows. Very interesting. Very interesting. Or she. Could be a she as well. Anyways. My nose is getting clogged. Back to... I scrolled too far. Nanika is a different case and she is possessed by I. Have you heard that it was confirmed? What are your thoughts on that? Zig must have brought it from Debo Dada. Yeah, so I did see in the volume, the manga volume, that Nanika confirmed from the Dark Continent. It's pretty much confirmed that Aluka is possessed by I, the Calamity I, without Togashi directly saying, Aluka is possessed by I. It's pretty much a fact. So yeah, I don't consider her as one of the geniuses or one of the natural Nen users. Zig must have brought it. Yeah, since Zig went with Netero. But also that chapter where it describes the 5 calamities is very strange. The translation basically says that every time there was a trip to the Dark Continent, there was a calamity brought back with it. So actually, the Calamity Eye could be in the known world, the known continents. So it may have been brought back from the Dark Continent, but it could have just been that it was in the known world and somehow either Kikyo Zoldyck, Killua's mom, Kikyo Zoldyck, came in contact with it, or somehow Aluka came in contact with I after being born in the known world. So, I don't know, that the translation, fan translation, and the Viz translation, it's very iffy on the whole Dark Continent voyages, on how many actually brought back calamities from the New World. Were those calamities temporary? It's very strange. Okay, manga, I'm waiting for Jing and Pariston action. Yeah, I'm enjoying this current arc. I kind of forgot about Jing, Pariston, and even beyond, really. Just because I've been so focused on all the more recent events. But yes, I am excited to see that stuff. But in the meantime, I'm really enjoying this arc. It's keeping me on my toes, I'll tell you that much. What if Terror Sandwich's Nembeast is like a lie detector, and depending on the size of the lie is the punishment? That seems like a very sound, not argument, conclusion. Very sound, very logical conclusion. Yes, because Theta was, when originally she was confronted by the 4th prince, and he was like, do you know about Nen? Like, the Nen Beast was right in her face. So he asked her a question, the Nen Beast got in her face, and was like, she was like, I have to tell the truth right now. So, that is definitely a possibility. Dribble in the chat. What up, Dribble? Hisoka would never die. That's right. At least not till the end. He better not. Fuck. He better not die before that. I don't know why, but I have the feeling the spiders will be the death of Terror Sandwich. Oh, shit. That's possible, Solar Flare. Byron, yeah, I agree. Leorio's definitely going to have some moments in this arc. I mean, there's no point bringing him into the arc if you're not going to show some of him. It's just that he's on a different floor right now than Kurapika is. He's training under Cheadle. So, he's not too relevant right now to the exact events that are going on. So, He'll probably be more relevant in the Hisoka Phantom Troop arc, since they're trying to get to the higher floors. He'll probably be more relevant in that storyline than Kurapika's storyline, at least at the moment, is what I'm thinking. And if he isn't, let's say he isn't shown for a while, I have a feeling he will be shown, you know, he's going to have some impact on the actual Dark Continent, because he is learning to heal people, and especially in even really just the Succession War, people are taking so much. I mean, people are getting picked off. People are dying, and the way that Togashi used Nanika and Aluka to heal Gon, and the way that he used some of the Greed Island cards to heal Gon and Genthru and company, he likes to dish out punishment. So Kurapika or Bill or one of the people we don't want to get hurt will be saved by Leorio. Leorio will be crucial, or at least Cheetle will teach Leorio, and they will be crucial to healing someone that we don't want to be hurt. But Togashi's gonna fuck somebody up. Kurapika, Bill, Oito, one of the princes we don't want to die, Biscay, Hanzo, one of them is gonna get severely injured, and Leorio or Cheetle, while teaching Leorio, comes to the rescue, you know? At least that's how I'm imagining him becoming relevant. I don't think he's going to have big battles yet. He's going to be crucial for healing somebody because he wants to be a doctor. That's what makes sense to me. I'm skipping to the bottom because I rambled for a while. Once again, please feel free to ask questions if I skip them. How far into the arc do you think we are? I'm guessing like 30%, just getting started. Yeah, that sounds about accurate. 25, 30%. I mean, I don't think we're going to see the entire... I think it's several months for the whole journey. I think it's like 2 months just to the new continent. And right now we're only on day 3. There is going to be some incident that happens that lets us skip a few days. Several days, I would think. You know? I don't see Togashi giving us fucking 60 days of coverage. Something's got to happen that changes that. So, 25%? Well, I guess it depends. Sorry, I'm thinking about this as the Succession War arc, not the Dark Continent. So if that's what you mean as just the Succession War, I could see that being, 25% maybe. Because we've gotten, what? Now we're at, overall, from the end of the anime, 36 chapters, I think? Let's see. Full list of chapters. We ended at chapter 340. So yeah. 36 chapters. I could see this going on for, let's say, 25%. Let's say we're 25% through the Succession War. Ooh, that's a lot. Maybe 30 more? Oh, I don't know, man. It's so hard to gauge. So hard to gauge. It makes sense if Melody gets hurt and then Leorio heals her, because remember she had that scene with him at the airport. Yes. Oh, I loved that scene where she says that you have something to the effect of, Melody says to Leorio that you have like the most pure heart of everyone in this city. I was like, oh my God. Leorio, Melody. I ship it. No, I don't really, but that line, so nice. That would be interesting if Melody gets hurt. I hope she doesn't, because I love Melody. One of my favorite female characters in any anime or manga ever. Makes a lot of sense. I could agree more, men, especially the healing part. I couldn't agree more, especially the healing part. Yeah, definitely. He's going to come in clutch. Benjamin fights lions for fun. He sure does. He's a beast. So spiders were looking for 190 centimeter tall guy, and Leorio is pretty tall. So what about the fate of Leorio? Because they're in the same part of the ship. Yeah, but like, I don't see why they would be looking for him. I don't think any of the spider... The only time they've seen him, only some of them saw him when he was in the lobby of that hotel and he was reading the newspaper and like... Or he was on the phone relaying a message, like pretending to yell on the phone and actually relaying a message to Killua and Gon, basically telling them, hey, the lights are going to go off soon. That's your chance to escape, kind of thing. That's the only time they really saw him. I doubt they're looking for him. And also, how would they know that he's on the boat? They know that Hisoka is on the boat. So, I'm pretty sure they're just looking for Hisoka. And especially because right after that scene where Sphinx is asking them to look for somebody, like right after that is when we see Machi arguing with Crollo, saying like everyone wants to kill Hisoka, basically. I ended up skipping a lot on accident. Day 4. We are on day 4. Are we on day 4? The training, the manga said day 3. Clicking on it right now. Let's click through. Pretty sure it said day 3. Third day, 10:05 a.m. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about day 4. It says day 3. Scrolling through, just double checking. It does show the sun there. Interesting. Yeah, we're on day 3. Scrolling fast. I am scrolling kind of fast. Yeah, we're on day 3. Benjamin versus Terror Sandwich. What do you think about that? I usually don't do versus discussions, just because, well, especially in this situation, we don't have enough information. Benjamin already knows Nen, and he already has a lot of abilities at hand, because several of his people died already. And Terror Sandwich, just learning the basics. So, at the current state, I think it's a no-brainer. Benjamin. Right now, at the current state, Benjamin. Terror Sandwich, though, obviously he's not going to get picked off. Togashi is showing us that he's going to be a beast. So he is showing us like, oh shit, he's a specialist and he's going to be crazy. So hard to determine until I have more information about what Terror Sandwich's ability is going to be. Fran, right. The princes are going to the new continent, not the actual dark continent. So this is like the arc before the arc. So the princes and Kakin are not going to be involved in the actual dark continent journey yet. Deb says yes, just Debo, just the Succession War. Yeah, I would say like 25 to 30% seems to make sense. Things seem to be moving a little faster right now, which is good. Gone Freaks asks, how much have we gotten through Hunter x Hunter already? Is there a time skip at any point? I mean, there kind of has been a time skip already between the election and this actual journey. I believe it's been a year since the end of the election or the start of the election and this journey starting. I think it's been close to a year. I'd have to look at the timeline. There is a nice Reddit thread with a timeline on it. I'm not going to go find it right now, but I think it's been about a year. I don't think we'll get a huge time skip after that. All right, guys. I've been holding it in for like 10 minutes. I got to go pee again. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. That's sake. All right, so I had an interesting thought while I'm taking a piss, right? Again, apologize. I'm skipping to the bottom. Please re-ask your questions. I had an interesting thought while I'm taking a piss. Maybe it's not that interesting. The chapter is called Determination. And at the beginning of this reaction, I was like, oh, determination? Clearly, that's talking about Hulkenberg. But when you look at every prince, the fourth prince, Terror Sandwich, determined to learn Nen, determined to find out what his Hatsu is, what his Nen type, or not his Hatsu, what his Nen type is, his Nen category. Then you got Fugetsu, determined to discover her Nen Beast's ability and to analyze it in an intellectual way and figure out all the ins and outs of her ability. Hulkenberg, obviously, determined to reach the king with his letters to try to... Page 16, Fugetsu face 4-day Wednesday. All right, let me take a look again. But this determination is the name of the chapter. Seems to be across the board about every prince. Page 16. Fugetsu. 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 Oh, you're right. 4th day, Wednesday, late night. Huh. Thank you very much. I don't know how I missed that. It's right fucking there, by her face. I was just so excited that we saw Fugetsu again. 4th day, Wednesday, late night. So we didn't skip a whole training. That's probably like, it means the 4th day because it's after midnight. is what I'm thinking. Because it looks like she's just in her jammies. Well, I guess that would either way if it was actually like PM on the 4th day. But I think it's AM, like after midnight. And she's experimenting. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me know that. God, my voice just fucking cracks like crazy. It's because I can't breathe out of my nose when I drink. That's a side effect. Every time I drink, my nose clogs up. Does that mean I have a gluten allergy? I don't know. The letter thing is just allowing them to plan Hulkenberg's assassination for the next couple days. It won't succeed at first, but there is going to be an attempt. Oh shit. Do you think Hunter x Hunter's final arc will be about the concept of God? Because there are a few characters stated that they didn't reach that state. Maybe Gyro wants to reach it. Apex Jordan. I am so glad you brought this up. Because I have been struggling with the concept of a Nen God for a long time. Because let's say when someone makes a restriction on their Nen, okay? What is determining who or what determines if they broke that restriction? For example, Kurapika. He can only use certain abilities on the Phantom Troop. So if he attacked, let's say he attacked Hisoka, who did not actually have a Phantom Troop tattoo, was Hisoka technically a member of the Phantom Troop? Because he was pretty much faking it the whole time. It wasn't a real tattoo. So if Kurapika had used one of those abilities on Hisoka, is the restriction based on your own consciousness? If Kurapika had believed that Hisoka was a member of the Phantom Troop, would that be okay? Would he be able to use that ability on Hisoka? Or are you actually making a deal with a god of Nen who is judging your actions and enforcing your restrictions? Thereby, the god would know that Hisoka is not a member of the Phantom Troop, and if Kurapika used his Nen on Hisoka, Kurapika would lose his life. This is something I think about a lot. I am leaning towards the restrictions being based on your own consciousness, mostly because there are people who don't understand. So one of Kurapika's abilities, I won't go into it now. I really want to do a video analyzing this, but Apex Jordan, I just want you to know that I do think about that a lot. If there is a god in Hunter x Hunter, will that be the final arc? If there is a god, yes, I do think that will be the final arc. And I think it will be in the Dark Continent. There will be a god of Nen. And it will explain why people have Nen, why all living things have Nen, how restrictions are affected, contracts, all these things that have to do with Nen, how they're enforced. So I do have thoughts on that I haven't completely formulated. Is that a word? Guys, if you just joined, I've been drinking, all right? But all these things have been on my mind, just to let you know. Yes, so I've been thinking about it, and I think it's a possibility. Fuck, I skipped to the bottom. Don't worry, I'm going to scroll back up. Let's scroll. I see my name several times here. You also have the overall meaning of how the arc is all about determining who will win the competition, so it's the determination of all groups. Yes, I agree. Ben Limos in the chat! Hi, Chris. Do you think the parasitic Nem Beast could be stolen? What do you guys think? I'm leaning more towards no, just because there are several restrictions involved. Like, this is a very specific case of, like, you only get Nen Beasts if you're involved in the succession war, and you have to be part of, like, a specific bloodline. Maybe they could be stolen, but not actually used because of their restrictions. So, like, maybe Crollo could steal someone's ability to use a Nen Beast, but actually it's like, in a way, it's not even their own Nen. It's not even their own Hatsu. It's the Hatsu of one of their dead ancestors. So someone like Crollo couldn't steal this Nen at all because the Nen Beast, the entire ceremony pot was formed by a ancient ancestor, a dead, not ancient ancestor, but one of the ancestors of the Kaken family. It is their Nen that is still perpetuating after death. It has been lasting after death, and therefore stronger after death. So Crollo, in that instance, couldn't steal it because he needs them to put their palm on his book to steal it. Kurapika couldn't steal it because he needs to put his needle in someone to steal their ability. He could steal their actual... He could put them in a state of Zetsu that would make the Nen Beast unavailable, but he would actually steal their... Like, in the Fourth Prince's case, he would steal the Fourth Prince's Hatsu. He's a specialist. He would steal that, not the actual Nen Beast ability. So I actually do not think, unless the sort of specialist that could steal abilities has enough restrictions that would make it work without having to know the original Nen user. But that would be very complex and require a lot of strong restrictions to do. So, in short, I don't think there is anyone around right now that could actually steal a Nen Beast. They may be able to suppress it. Kurapika could suppress it by putting someone in a state of Zetsu with his needle. But he wouldn't actually be able to steal their Nen Beast. That's my thoughts on that. Good question. Will be good to find out that Gon, Kite, and Biologist Squad are heading to the Dark Continent. Dr. Gray, I actually hope that they're not involved with this arc. I would like for them to have their own independent arc that involves Gyro somehow. I wouldn't like if Gon got his, relearned how to control his Nen, and then was all of a sudden useful in the Succession War or the Dark Continent. I have a feeling that Killua could be involved, but I would like for Gon to stay out of it for now and have his own side arc. I think that would be interesting. Does it bring you joy to come home to the community after a long day of work? Yes, it does. Thankfully, my last half of the day at work, I actually get to work from home. So I go into the office for half of my day, and then when I take my lunch break, I come home and I get to work the rest of the day from home. So from 10 to 10:30, I was actually ready to stream pretty early on, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to wait till 10:30. I'm ready. What do I do? So I just started the stream early. Could Leorio be on a comparable level with the other three main characters after training with Cheetle? because he's trying to use his abilities towards healing, as far as a combat level, I don't think he'll be as comparable. But he'll have other uses that are very helpful. Kurapika can heal himself. We saw he can heal broken bones. But Leorio could be very crucial to the arc without having to have a one-on-one battle with other Nen users, is what I'm thinking. So, you know, someone's in Hunter x Hunter, somebody's power isn't necessarily measured by how well they do in combat. Because when you think about it, Biscuit, she's a treasure. What is she? A treasure hunter? That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be battling against other Nen users, you know? So someone doesn't develop their Nen specifically for battle. That's not the specific need you need to have in mind at all times. So Leorio could, you know, he could become a single-star hunter simply because of his research in the medical field, whereas Gon, Killua, Kurapika wouldn't get that sort of accolade because of the field that they're in, kind of thing. So comparable, it's hard to say. Comparable in the sense of battle, I don't think so. Sounds like alcohol intolerance is probably genetic. Within your body lacks enzymes to break alcohol down in the digestive system. It leads to an overproduction of histamine. Debo? Dada. Yes, I agree. So, like, in Japanese people, or I'm not sure if it's a Japanese thing or Asian thing in general, like, they have a hard time breaking down alcohol and digesting it, and like their face gets really red. Like, I know I'm missing some details of that, but like that's a thing, their face gets really red. Like, I feel like I kind of have that disposition. My face does get red sometimes from drinking. I'm also a lightweight, but I'm very thin as well. But yeah, like every time I drink, my nose gets clogged, and that's why like my voice is cracking and sounds a little different than right now than, say, in my other videos. We don't want Hunter x Hunter version of Kaguya from Naruto. From WTF Park Jimin reminds me of a young Mamoru Miya. That is a long-ass username. And I know you've been in previous streams because I remember reading your username. Anderson also says, to be honest, I watch anime because I don't believe in the god the world is selling us. Oh, shit. That's deep. But yeah, I agree that, like, that's why I'm on the fence about this whole God of Nen type thing. You know, maybe it's possible that people, when they go to the Dark Continent, they discover the origin of Nen. I think the origin of Nen is important. But maybe it's not that, like, the God of Nen is the final battle. You know what I mean? But I feel like there is some sort of higher being involved in Nen that I'm curious about. Oh, and then Anderson, there is a higher power, but I don't think it's that one. Interesting. What do you think the first Prince Benjamin Menbeast ability is? And why do you think it was cut off when being explained instead of being revealed like the other princes? I mean, I think Togashi just wants to catch us off guard. That's why it wasn't revealed. I have no idea what it is. You know, the king said that there's more to, you know, if you want to be a king, you have to have connections. You have to be able to do things indirectly. Like, if you just go on some sort of murder spree and try to handle everything yourself, probably not going to be a good successor to the throne. And Benjamin has proven, his people are part of the royal guard, the royal army, and they are clearly dedicated to him based on his Hatsu, where if they die, he gets their ability. That's crazy. So I feel like his Nen Beast is going to be very complex. When I look at it, I think just like attack and aggression, but I feel like it will be more complex than that. But as far as the details of it, I have no idea. Ben Limos, it's the Matrix, Chris. It could be. You never know. But is Nen omnipotent or omniscient, maybe? That's what I struggle with. That's what I struggle with when I'm thinking about all this stuff. Is it based on the Nen user's own consciousness or even subconscious? Because when Kurapika is judging, when he's using is it judgment chain? Is that what it's called? Basically the lie detector. He says that it's able to detect lies beyond his own comprehension. You know what I'm saying? So is it some omnipotent ability, omniscient, omnipotent ability that is comprehending whether someone is lying or not? Or is it diving deep into Kurapika's own subconscious thinking? When Kurapika lies, is his own brain judging, like, how do people act when they lie? Does their body temperature rise? Do they make certain movements of their face? Do their eyebrows raise up? Do they lower? Does their body tense up? Is his own body, is his Nen reading his subconscious of how people look when they lie in order to judge other people? Did that make sense? I'm not sure if that did. But basically what I'm saying is, can your own Nen dive deep into your own subconscious or unconscious thinking to enforce restrictions? Or is it a godlike ability? Is there a single entity outside of your own body, outside of your own mind, that is enforcing restrictions and things like that? Interesting to think about. Dr. Dre, something like the architect of the Matrix. Exactly. I skipped down a little bit. I missed a lot. What do you think of Sokka and Machi's relationship? I ship it. That's what I think. I think Machi, deep down, has some feelings for Hisoka. Just a little bit. That she doesn't want to admit to, or because she knows how Hisoka is and understands his personality, knows it wouldn't work out. So she's just like, fuck that, I'm dedicated to Crollo kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking. Man, I missed a lot. A lot of chat going on right now. Is Kurapika's Nen as refined as Gon and Killua's, or is his use for his Hatsu what makes it so strong? Well, he's got a lot of restrictions in place. He's putting his life on the line with Emperor Time. So he has so many different uses, but because his restrictions are so strong, that's what makes it more powerful. I skipped to the bottom of chat, by the way, again. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. What time is it? 12:19? God damn. I'm going to check something real quick. All right. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was checking to see if any of my friends were on Overwatch because I was thinking of playing some Overwatch tonight. Don't worry, nobody's on. But I am going to end in about 10 minutes. Because I do want to get up early tomorrow, get some shit done, and try to get a chapter reaction done this weekend as opposed to Monday or Tuesday. Dr. Dre, I'm not sure I 100% understand your question. What do you think of Nen version of Zenjutsu using Nen nature life force? I'm not sure I 100% understand. Vernier boss, can Theta change Terror Sandwich like Komugi did Meruem? I don't think so. I honestly do not think Terror Sandwich is going to be redeemed in any sort of way. I don't think we're meant to feel any compassion towards him. I think he's going to be like pure evil incarnate, sick individual who enjoys collecting body parts, which is why he has so many eyes from the Kurta clan. I think we are meant to purely hate him. And in a way, to feel for Theta, because she is helping him learn Nen, but she is also terrified of him. So in a way, this is meant for us to feel for her, even though she's on like the enemy's team. And I think there's going to be a situation with Kurapika and the Fourth Prince that's going to fucking blow our minds. Is Kurapika aware that Crollo got his Nen back? He said he would know on Greed Island. Yeah, so like if he was able to break kind of like the Nen curse that Kurapika had placed on him, he said he would know, so I think he does know. He did try to move past his own revenge, though, and just focus on getting his eyes back. Once the Phantom Troop were confirmed to be, or not confirmed, but once he thought they were dead, when those fake bodies were created by Cortopi, he tried to move past it and just focus on getting the eyes back. And I actually believe there was a discussion about that. I would have to go back and double check, but I'm pretty sure he decided that he would not seek revenge after he found out that they were still alive, and after he did what he did to Crollo and Pakunoda, that he would just try to go after the eyes from here on out. I'm pretty sure that is a discussion that was had. So he may know, he most likely knows that Crollo was able to somehow exorcise the curse that was placed on him, but decided not to take action and just focus on getting just focus on getting the eyes back. Woo! Debo asks, are you reading Berserk right now? I am not. I got to about chapter 306 several years ago, and I haven't caught up since then. But this was several years ago. I do kind of, because I follow the King of Lightning on YouTube, because I'm subscribed to him. Big inspiration for the channel, by the way. Mr. King of Lightning, in case you didn't know that. If you haven't caught that in previous streams, he was definitely a huge inspiration for me covering Hunter x Hunter. Watching his One Piece reactions was a huge influence on me. And I still watch his One Piece analysis and occasionally his live reactions. but I know from a thumbnail and title he posted, I know some of the recent events. Like one of the most recent chapters, I know I could pretty much guess what has happened. But yeah, I am behind several chapters. Nen versus Hockey versus Sage Mode versus Ultra Instinct. Which would you choose? I mean, Nen in general I like better because there's so many details to it. If I had to choose my own ability in the real world, I think I'd probably go with Nen. Not just saying that because Hunter x Hunter is my favorite, but like Ultra Instinct, you know, like Goku only activated that like when he ran out of stamina. It was like a last resort. Who knows how Ultra Instinct will evolve in the next episode or two? Oh shit, is it? Oh, new episode tomorrow, I guess. Who knows how that will evolve? Hockey has very specific uses, you know, like hardening your body parts. It works well against I forgot what those devil fruit users are called. Logia. It works well against Logia Nen users, devil fruit users. You know, you have your observation hockey, conqueror's hockey, several different types of hockey that I'm not sure I would use in the real world as much as if I could just form my own ability based on my Nen category. Sage Mode is pretty beastly, but like, you know, you gotta meditate and all that shit. So yeah, I think I'd still go with Nen. Why don't you stream on Twitch? From Abdullah. I do occasionally. I don't always stream on Twitch. I need to figure out my audio for Twitch because last time I streamed, I wasn't able to hear notifications if someone subscribed or just followed or donated. And I recently I've been playing a lot of games with my friends. I need to check and see if they're okay with me streaming with their audio as well if I'm communicating with them. But it's been hard to convert a lot of my YouTube subscribers to follow me on Twitch. A lot of people did today because I dropped the link in the chat while 100 people were watching the stream. But I will be streaming on Twitch mostly when I'm just doing games. But because I did a chapter reaction and I'm just talking about Hunter x Hunter, I decided not to do this stream on Twitch and to do it on YouTube instead. But I will be doing Twitch stuff as well. Oh man, I'm never going to catch up with all these questions. I'm actually going to end now, guys. I know there's a lot of questions I didn't answer. All right, let's do speed answers. What do you think Togashi's inspiration for the Dark Continent is? Well, he said in an interview that he just wanted to put as many parties as possible on this boat to make things interesting and see what happens. But also, this is kind of a trope of shonen battle manga. You know, with Toriko, you had like that other world in Toriko. You had the demon world in Yu Yu Hakusho, written by Togashi. So, you know, kind of this alternate world. What other manga? What other anime? One Piece has, you know, like the world and then like beyond the Grand Line, you know. So, like, the concept of there being a world beyond the known world isn't really something new, but Togashi said, like, I just want to throw as many characters as possible, make things interesting. Theta equals Pockle, says Hell Stinky. What do you mean by that? The fact that we're going to like them and then they're going to die? I sure hope not. I'm mostly looking at the questions where people tag my name, but I'm trying to do this as fast as possible because I'm trying to get off the stream and either play some Monster Hunter with my cousin or do some Overwatch. Is it possible that Crollo stole the ability to lift the curse? It is possible that that's a possibility. Definitely a possibility. That after Abengane, I think that's how you say his name, Abengane, after he lifted the curse from Crollo, that Crollo, like, tortured him and got him to fulfill all the restrictions. Dang, that's crazy. That's a possibility. Fuck, I skipped down. Okay. I read that. Yeah. Have you read Toriko? Do you think the Dark Continent will be like the gourmet world with the kings ruling over the areas? So that's what I was thinking. So actually, I haven't read Toriko. I watched the anime up until the final arc. I think they were having some sort of marathon race or something like that. They're having some sort of race or marathon. And I actually dropped the anime there. When I watch a lot of anime at night, and if I fall asleep through the same episode like 4 nights in a row, I end up dropping an anime because of that. Because sometimes I'm super tired and I'm watching an anime and all of a sudden, boom, like I'm awake and I can't wait until the next episode and I just keep watching. With Toriko, the very end of it, I dropped off. However, I know that the end of the anime is different than the manga and the manga continues, but actually that would be worth reading now that it's over. So I may go back and read that, but I did not get to the gourmet world because I ended a few episodes before the end of the anime. What do you think Togashi's... Okay, I read that. Yep. Some art I've worked on during this stream should be posted tomorrow on Twitter for you. I got some new watercolors. Awesome Ninja, I can't wait to see it because I love your art. If you guys don't know, Awesome Ninja right here did my banner art, and I used that banner art for my icon art. Did I skip some? No, got that. Yep. King of Lightning made a theory on that before. Crollo might steal Abengane's ability. Interesting. So here's the thing, though. Even though I mentioned that I love the King of Lightning, I watch his One Piece stuff, I don't watch anyone else's Hunter x Hunter stuff. Mostly because I have my own thoughts on Hunter x Hunter. I don't want their thoughts to affect my chapter reactions. But also because I invest so much time in the chapters that when I watch other people's chapter reactions, not the King of Lightning's specifically, but I have watched like 5 or 6 other channels do chapter reactions, and either they get it so wrong, or I just have such strong feelings about my own opinions that I have a hard time watching other people have different opinions. So I don't watch King of Lightning's Hunter x Hunter stuff, actually. Even though I know he invests a lot of time in One Piece, so I should know that he invests a lot of time in Hunter x Hunter. Even though I respect his work ethic and his opinions a lot on One Piece, in general, I don't watch anyone else's Hunter x Hunter stuff. When it comes to chapter reactions, like I watch Alexander's videos, his analysis videos for Hunter x Hunter. And most of the time, a lot of the times, he opens my eyes up to things I didn't think about, which is why I continue to watch him. He's proven himself as someone who can analyze Hunter x Hunter and provide very insightful things. But as far as chapter reactions, because it's week by week, like, it may be interesting to go back and watch other people's chapter reactions, see how accurate they were, see how different they were from mine. I used to watch, like, Chibi reviews. I used to watch his chapter reactions after I posted my own. But he mostly did, like, live reactions, which were funny. I wasn't sure, like, how much he was playing up his live reactions, but, like, he's just an interesting character in general. But I would watch, like, his reviews after my own reviews. But King of Lightning tends to do his Hunter x Hunter stuff, like, 2 chapters at a time, or maybe he's, like, a week or 2 late. He doesn't prioritize them, which makes sense because his bread and butter is One Piece. So he should do those first. It makes sense for him to do those first. I think another time skip is coming after this arc, and I think it's going to involve the OG team coming back together, going to the Dark Continent, no question. Good night, says Soap. I mean, you know, I can't say that your prediction or my prediction is backed up by, you know, a ton of, like, facts or data or whatever. Togashi has surprised me over and over again, so it could happen. Like, I don't think it's going to happen, but it could. I could be totally wrong. I've been wrong about plenty of stuff before. I've been right about some stuff before. You know what I'm saying? I am shaking the webcam so much right now, and it's because I have my feet propped up on my desk. So I'm sorry about that. But I don't feel like putting my feet on the floor. Mostly because this chair is too fucking high. My feet literally don't touch the floor sitting in this chair. They don't go flat on the floor. Well, they kind of do, I guess. But this is as low as my chair goes. I need a brand new chair. I need one of those cool gamer chairs, bro. I actually just got my bonus from work. Got a nice bonus. Nice one. And I'm getting that raise next month. Getting a raise next month, you know what I'm saying? And I get another bonus in a couple weeks. Probably. Not confirmed yet, but probably do. I need to get myself a new chair. I need to get better monitors for my computer. What else? What else do I need to get? Maybe I'll get a new microphone. Maybe I'll get that Shure microphone, you know, the one people use to record songs and shit, because the gain on it is so goddamn low. You got to have it practically in your mouth to talk into the Shure microphone. I keep looking at OBS. I meant to look to the webcam. I may get one of those microphones where you got to be like this. You know? Would you guys like that? If I did that kind of microphone? Fuck. Sorry. Ooh, this is not tight at all. Let's tighten this up. Boom. Tightened up. Pito is waifu. I agree. Gyro said that he must not be human after he come to the realization that his father doesn't care about him. Maybe the future arc will be surrounded. Gyro want to be a god. I'm not sure about him, like, being a god, but I want to see an arc with Gyro. He was built up. He had his own dedicated chapter. There was that chapter that wasn't in the anime about him being in the same town as Gon. A lot of suspicious stuff going on with Gyro. He needs to return. You got all the Chimera Ants going to seek out Gyro after the end of the arc. Ooh, I'm hungry. I know that was random. But, like, my belly made a noise. I don't know if you heard it. And I said I was going to end the stream 9 minutes ago. Alright, speedrun. What do you think Silent Majority is? I have no idea. I did analyze it in one of my videos and guess who it could be, but I haven't gone back and seen if that was incorrect or correct, but I have no idea. Made me wonder what you do for work. I'll discuss that eventually. I don't want to say, like, the company I work for or anything, just because like I try to keep this separate from work. If I say something like stupid or silly here, you know, people get outraged at crazy shit nowadays. I like to keep that separate. I do work on my computer all day, but I have to find a way to phrase and explain what I do in a better way that won't reveal exactly who I work for and all that shit. All right, guys, I know I didn't get to everyone's questions. I didn't read a lot of comments. I mostly focused on the one that had me tagged in them. Oh, man, but we've been going for almost 2.5 hours. That was the live reaction. I hope you enjoy. This will be posted tomorrow because it has to buffer and stuff tonight. But I will set it live once I wake up tomorrow. So you can go back and view it. But there will, for sure, be a actual edited analysis of the chapter either tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I should go get an oil change tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow or Sunday, maybe Monday. I don't think this is the kind of chapter where I need to wait until the Viz translation. You know, even though I pay for the Viz translation, I don't think in this case I need that translation to do a chapter reaction. So, there will still be an edited version, but I think I'll leave the live reaction for everyone to watch. It'll probably be demonetized because I've been swearing a lot. But, you know, that's okay. It ain't about the money. You know? I was trying to make a Puff Daddy joke because he says, if it ain't about the money, Puffa just don't care. But I couldn't figure out how to fit it in. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out. This was the most successful stream so far. We still have 50 viewers. At one point, we almost had 100 viewers. That's dope. That's exciting. I think the most I've ever seen was 30-something viewers during my hurricane stream when Hurricane... What was it? Which hurricane was it? I want to say Irma. But I feel like that's not right. Hurricane Irma? Yeah, I did a stream during Hurricane Irma. That was dope. But anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for supporting the channel. I will see you very soon. I know I say very... I should stop saying very soon. Because I take forever to put out videos. Alright, guys. Wherever you are, have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good evening. Take care. I'm out. I gotta go eat some taquitos.